Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome to a game that has been called the Game of the Year by experts around the globe, alright? I know it's only January, but this has been called the Game of the Year already. An early contender, at least. Top left spawning as our blue Zerg, playing for Team Basilisk. It is Reynor, playing under the account name Jack Frost. And in the bottom right, with the polar bear on the decal of his command center, the man, the myth, the legend. It is Clem, the DreamHack Atlanta champion. Who did he take out in the finals there? I can't even recall anymore. Was that Dark that he destroyed in the finals? I think it was Dark that he destroyed in the finals. Good old Clem, showing us how it's done. Here fighting off Reynor, as mentioned in this game called Jack Frost, which is from a... I googled it. I think it's a 1998 animation movie about a boy that has the power of Father Winter. I'm not sure why, but you'll love to see it. It's also the account that Reynor has been laddering on. Perhaps a cheeky little name change is always a possibility. Reaper has gotten 2 kills so far. Not a whole lot of damage, but it's honestly more than you get on average, I think. Or at least it's more than the average Terran gets on average. Most Terran players would be happy with just a single link kill, although Hard Lead is one of the smaller maps in the map pool. Thus meaning that the Reaper has more time before the Queen is out, and thus usually you get more damage. Whoa, a nice little grenade there. And this is just a good move. Understanding, hey, if I throw the grenade there, it's like a zoning tool. He can defend that creep tumor. 1 tumor going down, that means -1 active tumor. And perhaps it doesn't seem like a very big deal. I think it's a relatively big deal. So another tumor here is going to get sniped. Well, the thing is that the 1 tumor doesn't matter too much, but if you snipe 2 or 3, it actually does matter. And, well, how do you start taking out 2 or 3? It's by getting the first one, indeed. So it's a bit of a risk, because you're taking damage right on the Hellions. If you're taking damage just on the Reaper, there's no issue. Reaper regenerates. Hellions, they don't regenerate. So we see the classic 3-3 split that the Reynor introduced in, I want to say, early 2021. He started doing the Queen split, where before it was very common for Zerg players to just try and match the Hellion movement with these 6 Queens that you have. But nowadays, every single Zerg that is above 5.5k MMR has these 2 control groups, making it so freaking easy to deal with these Hellions. Because usually on a map, there's either 2 or 3 attack pads. And that means that there's just 1 Queen group that really needs to rotate. Now, this was a sloppy play. Clem actually could commit here a little bit. And, you know, he poked in there. Was wondering if he could do something. Saw the Lynx in position in the 3rd base and decided not to go. Loved the lack of a response out of Reynor as well, you know? A lot of Zergs here would see those Hellions go a bit too deep and start maybe 12 to 14 Lynx. Not the case here at all for Reynor. Reynor says, hey, I think the best thing I can do here, I know I'm in position, I'm just going to continue building drones. And as a result, he's going to get to a very decent drone count here. In the early game, Clem has been incapable of dealing damage, really just whatsoever, as this Viking has gotten 1 Overlord. I think 3 Lynx have gone down. No, 2 Lynx and 2 Overlords. That's it. That's it for the damage. 2 Lynx and 2 Overlords. There's been serious investment here as well. Viking plus Liberator. Is Liberator on 0 kills. Is going to be sent back home. Another creep tumor. Attempted murder there on another creep tumor. As the Lib will need to be repaired and probably wants to go back in again the moment that these 2 medevacs are going to pop out and start moving on the map with these Marines. As Tim finishes up, 1-1 has started. See quick upgrades coming out of Reynor as well, who's... Wait, doesn't it have a lair? No, it has a lair on the natural. Ooh, interesting scan here. Look at that. Gets the scan, sees the Baneling nest, and sees the fact that there's a lair there. I wonder if that changes anything. I'm not entirely sure what he's looking for. I know he's looking for something, but I just don't know what. Otherwise, I'd tell you. Maybe for the tech structure, like wants to know whether there's a Roadrun or the Baneling nest. Usually that does get constructed in the natural forest. Maybe wants to see if there are Evo chambers. Evo chambers this time though in the main base. Hydra then going down already. Queens holding the left side. Links around. Doesn't quite materialize as the pickup is good. Mines will fall. And one very important thing in this matchup is keeping the mine count high, because mines are these units that are just so freaking strong. So good. When you have a lot, you can move back over them with your Marines. You don't even need to micro so much. You need to split a little bit, but the mines, they do the majority of the work. They really do. Liberator moves into position. It's going to get pushed away here by the queens, taking a lot of damage. Only 45 HP remaining. Another pickup here by Clem. This game is starting off in a calm manner. Clem up in supply, down in workers. Reynor trying to establish his 5th base. Creep pushing towards the middle of the map on, well, really every single angle here. Clem struggling with the creep denial. He really has been. You have an instant rotation here. Knowing the exact time, and look at that. You know, you have like 5 levels of Zerg here. It's like where only at level 3 are you capable of holding Clem's initial 2 medevac timing. And then at level 4 you're probably starting to think about the second medevac timing. And at level 5 you actually manage to hold it. And we see Reynor here holding it, although he's struggling as well. He really is struggling. At the same time, left side push coming in. 1 queen will fall. Couple of transfuses still available. 4 Banes coming. Can we get some target fire? No, we can't. This queen will survive for now. Reynor moving towards the higher 150s in supply with the next wave of larva popping. Yeah, it's actually gonna pull ahead a little bit. 4th base moving over. 82 drones. 6th base coming in already here. It's going to allow for a lot of larva and for potentially a couple of extra drones, which is indeed what we're seeing. Overseers in position. Both of these mines don't get to shoot. And this was a good fight for the Hydras, as the Hydras push this back, take out 3 mines. And these Marines will need to piss off right now. And it's scary once the Hydras are out with the grooved spines. We don't quite... No, we actually do have the muscular augments already as well. So we have the speed. Good splits there by Reynor. He's going to dodge all of these mine shots. Love to see an Overseer here towards the left side as well. Is indeed in production right now. It's going to take 12 seconds. Yeah, the moment Hydras are out with the range, with the speed, these drops become a little bit more committed for Clem. It makes it so much harder to keep these medevacs alive at all times. As well as keeping the Marines alive, right? Because you have some range damage coming in. 179 supply against 158. Not a lot of banelings though, as there's 0 on the map, 18 in production. Majority of those on the left side. Couple will get sniped here as Clem moves onto the creep. Will be capable of targeting down these Banes. Well, kind of. Oh, that was a... that shot came from far away, but ended up getting 0 kills. Another Baneling does get a... or another mine does get a connection. Double drop heading in towards the... This is the 5th base, I believe. You get a very quick pickup here out of Clem. Triple Vipers coming in as well here for Reynor. Quickly managed to get into a lair, or sorry, into hive. Spore in the natural holds this. Medevacs going down is a big deal, not necessarily due to the money that's being lost, but the map presence that Clem had on the right side of the map has now pretty much disappeared. Reynor taking a seat in the driver's spot, really. He says, hey, you've been in the car for long enough now, Clem, it's my turn. Let me play with that steering wheel for a little bit. 5th base about to finish up for Clem. There's no pressure at all on the left side. And we see, well, only 4 queens there on that left side as well. That means that if Reynor manages to win a fight right now, he could potentially be moving in forward, pushing in, seeing if he can get something done. Burrow starts. 13 Banes on the way as well. 4 Hydras, bunch of Banelings. Here we go. Pressure on the left side of the map here, on Heartlet, which by the way is a very Terran favorite map. Baneling does get targeted down there by Clem. Needs one more scan though to get rid of these 3 tumors. These tumors are very big, keeping the Watchtower Zerg territory really. Parasitic Bomb or Abducts here are a possibility as well. Almost no creep on the right side anymore. Here we go. What are we going to see? Parasitic Bomb? No! It's going to be 2 Abducts, and that means -2 medevac. And that means well, perhaps a lot of Marines over here. Can't really pick all of them up. Decent enough splits. Mines do fall a little bit lower. The first few Liberators are now showing up. +3 attack also on the way as the first ghost... Oh, actually, the 3rd ghost is being produced right now. There's 2 out already. I wasn't aware of that. Clem continues piling on the aggression here. As this Parasitic Bomb is going to connect with that Medevac. Medevac deals a little bit of damage to these lips and will end up falling. Crash and burn, baby. Clem on the right side of the map here, trying to target down that hatchery. Might just end up getting... It's gonna lose a lot, though. That's a lot of supply. That was like 10, 15 supply that he lost there for a hatchery. Now, Reynor is on 94 drones, so probably would like to have a 6, but at the same time... And he still has 5 base. Can probably just saturate this one. Does need to rebuild it. 162 supply against 195 as this game continues at a very high pace with Reynor pretty much in a position where he can perhaps start making some moves, perhaps moving out on the map. The Hydra count is very high, which is interesting. It's not something we very often see. We usually see a couple of Hydras. This is what, like 22, 23, 25 Hydras here. Mines not quite going to connect with the brunt of this army. There's almost no Marines. Where's the rest of Clem's force? It doesn't really seem to be here as the planetary gets knocked down. Mines will start burrowing and Reynor starts pushing back Clem here. Couple of parasitic bombs going down. Good split off there on the medevac, but it's 181 supply to 153. We have 5 Marines stuck here on the top side as well. Might go for this base once more. So we have a mine drop actually going in. Wonder if Clem's going to be capable of doing anything here. There's still 1 mine available. No, he's going to pick it up. Does not want to risk borrowing it. Trust Reynor's skills enough that Reynor would micro against that. Here comes the already used mines being dropped, not the one that had a shot available. Couple of changelings, 1 mine on the left side. Now, the one thing that Clem has done a phenomenal job at is denying these creep tumors. There's not that much creep left on the map. But if you take a look at the money, take a look at the supply, it does paint a picture of the Zerg being quite far ahead here. Could we get an EMP on these Vipers? No, we don't quite get it. Here we go. It's a little bit late though. 1 parasitic bomb will go down. Bunch of mines here on the high ground perhaps could stabilize Clem's position as he drops in towards the natural with 5 Marines and a medevac. He's going to pick up, will stay alive with this medevac as he continues dropping towards the right side. This base is fairly damaged already. These Marines have the +3 attack upgrade, not quite the +3 armor yet, and that might mean that this hatch will end up falling, although Queen's now moving over. Medevac most likely going to get targeted down. No target fire here out of Reynor. Okay, there we go. 1 more Queen will fall, but these Marines will get cleaned up as well. It is 76 workers to 93. It is a 5k resource bank versus a broke Clem, and it is a lot of supply versus not as much supply. We do have a triple mine drop being sent out towards the right side. There are no spores in this 5th base. There are no spores in this 6th base either, and that potentially could mean some danger here for Reynor. As Clem, once again, he continues being aggressive. The best defense truly is the offense when it comes to Clem. As here we go, once more parasitic bombs going down. That's a lot of medevac. Split away of those medevacs are good, making sure to not splash onto the other medevacs. As these 2 will end up falling. We have the drop still going in, still being micro during all of this. At the same time, we have a bailing run by hitting the 3rd base. How quick is Reynor's response going to be? Will it be quick enough? Here come the 2 mines. And that's a 1 and a 2 and an 11 drone skills. 1 more mine drop in here. And just a single link. Nice split out there by Reynor. We hear a lot about these Terran splits, but those were some neat Zerg splits. Losing 11 drones is annoying, but if you are floating 3k minerals, or if you have 3k minerals in the bank, that's going to be completely fine. Liberator sieging up on the left side. I think that happened pre-advanced ballistic, the Liberator range. Ooh, a couple of bailing burrows here, by the way. There's no mines in this army, making it difficult to retreat as well. Ooh, that's a good scan. Now 2 mines, 4 mines are gonna burrow. Let's see if we can get any big hits. The answer so far is absolutely not. 0 big hits over here. As this army is being pushed back, do we still have a threat? We have double Liberators heading towards the 6th. There is a spore in position though, as this medevac is being rallied back home. Making sure to join up with the main force at some point. 7th base on the way here for Clem, as this 6th base is having trouble landing against a single link that's over there. Liberator harass on the right side as Reynor is setting up for a push into the 5th. There's not that many units here. There is a planetary. What's the bailing count at? The bailing count is at about 14 here. Big mine hit as Blinding Cloud and the Hydra Fire probably going to be capable. Clem moves on forward. 2 bailings in the back. Not being there to burst down this planetary is a very big deal, as these Marines are going to lose the fight, but the planetary will live to perhaps die another day. But at least for now it will stay alive. There is a backup command center, so it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but that was the first seriously bad trade that Reynor has had. At the same time, this medevac seems to be flying into, well, just a massive Hydra army, which is not quite brilliant. We have a lot of links out on the map. These Vipers still just roaming around. Need to get a little bit of energy. Adrenal glands just now coming down. +1 range just now coming down. Despite Reynor already having these resources ready for an extremely long time. That is somewhat surprising, as the double mine drop It's trying to head in towards this base. It's not quite going to get it. Liberator setting up on the right side here as well. Reynor losing a lot of creep right now, though. Still has some creep towards that middle base. Needs to be so freaking careful. Did I just see an Infestor sharking? Yeah, I did just see an Infestor sharking. I wonder if Clem saw that too. I don't think he did. That could potentially be dangerous. Because a sharking Infestor is a dangerous Infestor. A couple of goes there in the back. Turrets being produced as well. As, I think that's going to be the 8th command center or the 9th command center that gets thrown down. Hellbat transforms. Here we go. Mine hit. Going to be decently sized double fungals there on top of the ghost. As the Liberators do get taken out, the right side base here might be toast. No, reinforcements come in time at the same... Oh, this was empty. Thought it was going to drop a couple of mines at the same time. Not quite the case. Not quite the case at all. Oh, look at that beautiful triple mine draw heading up towards the top right side. At the same time, microing this little army, or at least running it back. Yes, Clem is paying attention to the minimap. It's going to drop them. And I don't think Reynor is looking... Oh, no, of course he is. Oh, but he didn't look at it closely enough. 15 drones going down. Now, still fine for Reynor, but less fine than before, because his bank isn't as big. Clem is now getting closer and closer to properly being maxed out and actually starting to save a bit of cash as well. We still don't have the +2 range coming in here either, despite there being a relatively high Hydra count throughout this game. So what am I feeling here? Well, I'm feeling a bit of a shift in power here in favor of Clem currently. Gets the Sniper Queen, moves back. Mine count is low though. We have actually it's 14 mines total on the map. Guess a lot of those are further back. Couple over here. That's the problem if you get many bases as a Terran, is that these kind of sieged up units, they're going to be spread so thin. 1-2 snipes. Here comes a stim. As the mines in the back are going to help out against these links, against these banelings. I'm not so sure if Clem can hold over here. The Baneling count is extremely high. Where are the Vipers? I don't actually know where the Vipers are. Would have been great to have them here just for the Blinding Cloud, and I don't quite think it's going to matter. As the Hydra's dishing out a lot of damage, will take out the Planetary. There was another base over here. 17 workers going down as well. Single Liberator still holding strong though at 15 kills. It's going to pick up 2 more Hydra kills. Perhaps a third. Nah. Not going to get that third kill. 27 SCVs have fallen in the past 30 seconds. With this Liberator now unsieging, it feels like Clem, after getting a bit of momentum, he still has that army momentum, but he's lost the economic lead that he had there for a sec. Reynor, though, still only on 70 workers, but severely outmining his opponent by about 1,000 minerals a minute, which is a very big deal. Viper's not being in that last fight, by the way, massively helping Clem. I think here we could potentially get a couple of big attacks. Mines do retarget. Okay hit there before dying. This bad boy only got 2 Liberators in the back, dealing a lot of damage. We'll take out 2-3 more Hydra. As Clem now pulling ahead in the supply. 136 to 129, 66 workers to 54. This base is extremely important here for Reynor. I don't quite think that Clem can break this. There's too many Hydras, despite these Hydras being poorly upgraded, only with +1. Don't quite think Clem can do anything as he starts attacking the bottom left side base. 9 drones are available there. And I think every single one is going to end up falling as both of these libs, as well as a couple of mines, will get blasted. Now don't forget that this base isn't a planetary. And that means that maybe Clem is going to lose not just this CC, but also a lot of workers. More workers being rallied in as well. As indeed it's going to be a dead base. There's no Overseer to take care of these mines. Ghost being targeted down will not quite fall though. CC goes down as well as 19 SCVs, 34 workers to 55. We have a Liberator here with 11 HP on 8 kills. Needs to unsiege it once more. Can this Spore get the kill? I think it will be capable of getting it. Yep, there we go. Viper's coming back home once more to try and get a little bit of energy. Wanting to use both the Parasitic Bomb as well as the Abduct on the Medivacs or on the Ghost or whatever you have. Any valuable target. Liberators, you name it. Clem wants to have it, as this lib has managed to get 15 kills total. A lot of that probably going to be Larva as well. Not sure how many of that is going to be Larva. 5 Marines moving towards the left side of the map together with this Medivac. Should be capable of protecting this Liberator fairly well. And indeed, that is what is happening here. Mine moving in. Oh, cute little move here. Well, I wonder if that's worth it, actually. Because that means that your your Vipers are going to be, you know, out of energy for a little bit. This one Viper still hasn't quite recovered. Could probably throw a parasitic bomb. Could also go for an abduct here. I think either is fine, to be honest. Bottom left side base has gone down right now. Clem giving up the far right side, instead moving towards the bottom left. Overall orbital command count is only on 6. So potential for 5-6 mules is there. Has plenty of gas in the bank as well. That means that the moment Clem gets any amount of minerals, it's going to be phenomenal for him. Lots of links here being split off, moving towards the bottom left side. No. Oh, I was afraid of that mine hit there. He was close to latching onto one of those links and splashing the rest to death as well. Here comes Reynor. Snaking underneath the ground. With a couple of infestors, a bunch of hydras, understanding the importance of this left side base. If the mules manage to land, that would be freaking huge. Uh-oh. Here comes the infestor. We'll get a very big fungal. There's no banelings, though, in this army whatsoever. That's EMPs connecting with one out of the 2 remaining infestors. That was a good fight, though, for Reynor. As this infestor is going to burrow right now. He's going to try and repeat that success of the previous fight. Instead, we'll lose it. Couple of abducts. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 ghosts. 5 ghosts being taken out here by the Hydra force. This is a pure Hydra army. Let's not forget about the fact that Reynor has not continued upgrade on these Hydra lists. These Hydras have a +1 range attack. With +3, these fights would be looking a little bit different. So once again, no Overseer here is a very big deal. Mine's going to connect. Liberator staying alive for now. Is going to get targeted down here. As the Hydras switch their priority. Mine coming from the side as well. Clem barely holding on. With an army supply advantage right now. 87 to 47. Big scan coming in forward. The Marines move in. Here comes some parasitic bombs, perhaps. Yep, that's one. There's only 4 medevacs remaining. Don't forget about that. And I think there's not that many mules mining either. Yeah. Reynor still somewhat out-mining his opponent. Not by a whole lot. And it's not getting any gas either. And that's an issue. Because that means we're not going to be seeing any banelings. And banelings are so freaking important. Infestors are important. Without those units, it's going to be hard. It's just going to be pure link for now. As a triple mine drop runs in. That's one base that's going to get destroyed here, perhaps. And there's a second base that might be in danger. Clem at the same time pushing in forward. I'll keep an eye on the mini-map for the mine drop that's now flying into a spore. Oh, that's a lot of kills. That's 11 kills right there. That brings the worker count down to 26. 29 workers here for Clem against 26 of Reynor. And what is it really here that Reynor still can do as he starts splitting up these links, trying to burrow them? That's a single scan. No, and you're going to kill 15, 16 of these bad boys. Whoa! Oh, mines don't quite manage to connect. Sensor tower goes down. Hydras need to move around to try and kill this lib, but I do believe that this is going to be it as Clem takes the map in a very exciting game. Almost non-stop action here on hardplat. Nah, is this going to be the game of the year? I don't think so. Nah. Yeah, this didn't feel like the game of the year to me. This felt like a very good game, but a very high skill game, but not the game of the year quite yet. It was good. The funny thing is that it also didn't feel like a 25-minute game. You know, we were stuck. Maybe that is the essence of a very good game, though, is that it doesn't feel like it's long. It felt like it just flew by, you know? Because constant action really helps out there. We have these mid-game units fighting the entire time. And yeah, beautiful stuff coming out of Clem as he takes out Jack Frost. That's going to be it for me today. Thanks all so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see all of you next time for a new video. Thanks, and bye-bye.